Hi guys, welcome to your Better Results Faster workshop. Really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video because we'll be running through the key areas that you'll need to keep on top of to keep your investment and keep your spine moving in the right direction. So Dr. Christine and I will be running you through everything you need to know over the next few minutes.
Let's recap why we're here. The spine is a super important part of our body. It is a suit of armor that protects our central nerve system. Our central nerve system is like an extension of our brain. It connects all the functions of our body and it's what keeps us healthy, healing and alive. So it's important that we look after it. Everyday life stresses can cause the bones to go out of alignment. That puts pressure on our nerve system and it disrupts the body's natural healing process. This is what we call subluxation. The body is intelligent. It has ability to heal itself and regulate itself. But when we have subluxation, this limits the body's ability to do this. What we're going to do next is show you how to kick bad habits that cause subluxation in the first place and allow you to hold your adjustments for maximum results.
So the first area we'll focus on is the way that you sit. You see, with most chairs, it places our spine into a position that's not advantageous to good posture, and we can develop those restrictions and pressure that we're trying to fix. So a lot of chairs will have this dip in them, and when we get a spine and emulate what that looks like, we can see that the pelvis rolls backwards like that, putting a lot of pressure on the discs and joints and nerves in our lower back. This also will throw the head forwards, and this is very typical, especially in car seats and a lot of office chairs that aren't set up correctly. So we've got Dr. Christine sitting in this chair here, and we're going to look at her position and how we could optimize that. First, we'll look at her breathing when she's in this chair. So just take a big breath, Christine. We'll see there's a bit of collapsing in at the sternum there. That's quite typical of a chair that's not set up correctly. We want to be sitting upright in the chair, not having that collapsing slump through the middle. So let's look at fixing that. So what I have here is a seat wedge. We have two different thicknesses of wedge, and I'm just going to pop that on the back of the seat part of the chair with the thick bit at the back there and get Christine to sit down again, and we'll retest her breath. Okay, so we're set up now. Let's look at Christine's breath with the seat wedge in. Okay, so she's not quite slumping as badly as before without the wedge. That's because her pelvis is being tilted the correct way, causing better alignment of her spine, and that's letting her sit up in a prouder position. So a good rule of thumb is to use a wedge or even a folded up towel if that's all you've got. Put that on your chair. It's going to lift your body into a better position. Ask us if you need a wedge and we can sort you out at your next appointment. So when it comes to standing, we also want to think about supporting the feet and actually having some substance under the heels to place our posture in the best possible position. So your flat shoes and your thongs and things like that, they're not going to be the best option during this corrective phase of your chiropractic care. What we're going to do is demonstrate again with Dr. Christine with her breathing. She's got no shoes on. We're going to look at how that looks with a breath. Okay, so I know that Christine's breath could look a lot better than that if she had some support under her feet, kind of like the seat wedge with the chair. So what we'll actually do in this case is we'll pop some heel wedges under Christine's feet and look at how she's breathing with that added support of some substance under her heels. So I'll get you to take another breath, Christine. So straight away you can tell she's standing more upright, she's got a deeper, more full breath, just because she's supporting her heels better.
The next habit we want to talk about is sleeping. There are two positions that you can sleep in, on your side or on your back. We don't want to see anyone sleeping on their front because that involves twisting the neck, especially if you've got a pillow under there. It puts a lot of stress and a lot of strain on our spine. So let's have a look at side sleeping. The secret to side sleeping is to get your pillow height perfect to the millimeter so that it supports your body appropriately. For this demonstration, we are using towels to show you what a pillow too high and too little looks like, so that you can fine tune your pillow to be appropriate for you. So this pillow that we've got Jason on at the moment is very obviously too high for him. How do we know? We can see the angle that his neck is at. It's lifting his head further away from his body, okay? That's going to be putting a lot of pressure on that side of the neck and stretching the underside of the neck. So a simple test we can do right now, we'll get Jason to take a nice deep breath in and out. How does that feel, Jason?
Not too comfortable.
Yeah, okay. So let's try something a little bit smaller. Now we've adjusted this pillow to be a bit smaller. Let's test this one. Jason, take a deep breath in and out. How's that feeling?
Like I'm rolling forwards in my shoulder and it's not very comfortable here.
We can see that. We can see his shoulders rolling forward as he breathes out. The pillow is not supporting him. He should be staying still as he exhales. This is the problem we have with thin pillows and pillows that are soft. Often we start at the beginning of the night in a good position, but because the pillow is so soft, we end up sinking in to a not so good position. We've got a better height for the pillow now. Now let's really fine tune it to get that Goldilocks pillow so that Jason can have a good night's sleep. Let's get Jason to take a deep breath in and out again. How's that feeling?
Not too bad.
All right, let's try fine tuning it. Let's take away one towel layer, back down again, deep breath in and breathe out. How's that feeling, Jason?
Feels a bit better.
Lovely. So you can see how one layer of towel will make a difference between a good night's sleep and a great night's sleep. So if your pillow is too low or too soft, you can easily use towels to build it up to give your body some extra support for a good night's sleep. So for those of you who sleep on your back, we find that a full pillow can push your head too far forward. So what we recommend is simply sleeping on a towel. We fold it here to have a little bit of extra bulk under the neck and a bit thinner under your head. This will support your body in its natural alignment for a great sleep on your back.
So there we have it, guys, how to sit, sleep and stand correctly so you can get the best results out of your care in here with us. That all fits into our three-legged stool of results, where you are breaking the bad habits, you're moving your body every day, doing exercise that's appropriate, and the third one is keeping your appointments in rhythm in the office here.
We're passionate about spinal care and are glad to be joining you on your journey to better health.
See you at your next appointment.